I switch it on and then the noise starts. Hi guys, it isn't the darkness trying to stop us. Just workmen working. Yes, but the synchronicity is too great. Oh, we can look into stuff so much sometimes. We really can. Well, it's a beautiful day, guys, and I'd like to share a crystal with you today. Can we do that? Hello? Hey, shut up! So today's crystal is obsidian. There you go, obsidian. It's a very interesting crystal, and I have some great stories with obsidian crystals, so let me try and tune in on one. Okay, I remember the day that one of my first mentors, who basically showed me all the things that I was doing that I didn't realize I was doing as a psychic and healer, gave me the confidence to move forward in this field of work. And I remember the day came when she introduced me to a friend of hers who had come from Ireland, and she said, would you give her a reading? And I was at this big event show, so I think I was up to maybe 17 clients I'd just finished, so I was a bit tired, but I said sure. So this lady sat in front of me and I started reading for her, and when I'd finished, because I never really remember what I say, it was interesting that we all three of us after the show went and sat down, and I had an obsidian crystal with me in my pocket, and I have no idea why, but I took the crystal out and said to Sandra, I'd like to gift you this crystal today. And she went, oh, thank you, and she had it in her hand. And as the conversation went on, this lady who had a reading with me started sharing the reading with Sandra, because Sandra was very excited and wanted to know. So first of all, basically she started saying that, you know, Mark attuned to something I had in my pocket, which was a pocket watch belonging to my father, who I love very much. And she said the real interesting thing was, how could Mark possibly know that one of the hands was broken and slipping? Because he said he saw one hand slipping all the time, so it wasn't attached properly. And as she was speaking, she was crying, and I was like in shock, because I can't remember saying that, and I'm going, oh my God. And then she moved on to something which was very profound about her father, and it was one thing that he had all his life, which was this one leg slightly longer than the other, but more than most. So as he walked, he had a little limp, and I obviously said that he's walking with a slight limp, and a few other things. What was interesting, not about the reading, but what was interesting is my mentor at that time, as I turned, I was watching her face as these things were being said. And through heartbreak and fear, I could see my mentor was getting angry, really angry. And to a point where she was squeezing this crystal in her hand. And I could see her eyes, and she couldn't hide it. It was plain to see that she was furious. I, all along that conversation, was panicking because I thought I'd said something wrong and done something wrong as a reader. I had no idea up until a year later that all of those things that I was witnessing with somebody that I really truly look up to, because they were sharing the information to me to make me believe in myself, was all along bitterness and anger towards a student who was doing really well and maybe, just maybe, outshining them. One of the things I've taken from Obsidian and from life and from my understanding of my first mentor is that I have trained maybe 1,000 people now in the art of tarot and healing. And whenever I get a message back saying, I've just written a bookmark, or I've opened my own pure energy healing center and I'm doing amazing, I cry with tears of love. And I am so excited for them and so exhilarated for them that it makes me the happiest man in the world. So I never understood that anger, the jealous, the bitterness. I never understood it to the extreme that I couldn't understand why this was happening. But over the years I realized that I had to break free. What I noticed that day with Obsidian is that she was holding it so tight and squeezing it, and it stuck in my mind. And from then on, the reason why I share this story with you is because I realized Obsidian is an amazing crystal for anybody in a low vibration, whether that is jealousy, anger, bitterness, whether they are feeling so upset with somebody who's done something to let them down. Obsidian is a crystal that will absorb that energy, because that's all it is. It's just an energy. And it was never my mentor's fault. It was how she was brought up as a child. And I realized that all of these energies are nothing personal. And when we look at somebody and see somebody's reaction and take it personally, then we have to look at ourselves and say, you know, stop. That isn't them. That is what they're using and what is happening with them at that given moment. And it is a reaction or a knee-jerk towards protecting, towards trying to stop the feeling from coming out. So they're suppressing that energy. So I never take things personal anymore. Obsidian is one of the most powerful crystals for children who are going through bullying and going through challenging moments at school. Obsidian is fantastic for nurses who have to put up with a lot of issues from people around them at any given moment. Obsidian is fantastic if you've lost somebody from the spirit world, if you know somebody's left you, a doggy, or they're brilliant because they're an absorber of negative low vibration. Obsidian also has something else which is fantastic. It's great for feelings of, I hate the word depression, but feelings of feeling low and you don't know why. Obsidian sucks that and absorbs it in too. I'm not really sure whether I would say the obsidian dispels and gets rid of it. So I would say be on the safe side with obsidian. Cleanse and clear your obsidian. So if you're in a good mood, you're feeling on top of the world, that's the time to take your obsidian and hold it in your hand and blast it with energy to clear it. That's always the way I use. The other way is to put it into salt water and leave it for 24 hours, or put it in the sun. The sun will just disperse all negative energy from your crystals. And that's it really. I often use my oil from my website, which is a Palo Santo mixture, and I rub a little bit, 1 or 2 drops on, and then I hold it in my hand when I'm feeling great. That really works wonders. And that's it really. Anything else with obsidian? Let me have a think. I think it's a good crystal to meditate with. I think it's a good crystal to do practices like Pilates, yoga. If you've got your bra on, stick a little piece down in your bra there. I think it's fantastic for that. It's a good strength. It's a great strengthening for the core as well. It kind of helps you become more level-headed, if you understand what that means. It kind of keeps you on the straight and narrow. So whenever your energy is unbalanced, whether you feel weird, a little bit strange, but you don't know why, obsidian's a great crystal to hang around your neck or hold in your hand or put in your purse or your pocket. Like today, I'll be putting this in my pocket because I'm going to a big crystal event, so all the energies there might throw me off a little bit and I want to keep a level head, so I'll have an obsidian in my hand, walk around, and it keeps me balanced from all the energies around. I guess that's it really. That's my interpretation of obsidian. I hope you like the little story. And just to finish on a positive note, when my mentor left this world and moved into the spirit world, my first mentor, who was quite cruel to me, I realised that she was my best friend. So I asked her to come and challenge me here in this world. What could be more beautiful than having your best friend in the spirit world help you here in this world to challenge you over the most challenging moments of your life, so when you go back to the spirit world, you can grab them and say thank you for that. That was a challenge, but I'm glad it was you who helped me through it. So I hope this means something to you today. There's a lot of banging going on, but I think we did all right today, guys. So wish me luck today at the show. I'm looking forward to picking some very unusual and beautiful crystals from markbajewski.com. Take care. Have a great day from my heart to yours. Bye, guys.